Donald Trump has been touting hydroxychloroquine as a treatment for coronavirus, even though it is clear that it is not approved. It has not been tested positively to be a real treatment for coronavirus. And recently, Trump claimed that he himself has been taking hydroxychloroquine. Well, now he's saying that he plans to stop soon. So first, let's start off with what he recently said to reporters.
Let's go, we're finished, guys. Come on, hydroxychloroquine. Come on, we finished, we're done.
I think the regimen finishes in a day or two. Yeah. About it, I think it's 2 days. Okay. 2 days.
So he says he's going to stop in 2 days because that's when the regimen stops. But keep in mind that he's been taking hydroxychloroquine as a prophylactic, meaning that he is taking it as a preventative measure so he doesn't contract the virus. So does that mean that you take hydroxychloroquine for a week, 2 weeks, and then that's it? You're safe? Like you're never going to contract coronavirus? Like it's nonsense. It's complete and utter nonsense. He's not taking hydroxychloroquine. Okay. I would bet everything that I have in my savings that he does not actually take that drug. It's nonsense.
Well, it would be the first time that he would be using a prophylactic. So that would be outside of his normal MO. If the reports are to be believed. So a couple of interesting notes here. First of all, telltale sign of a liar is when you waver on the numbers. I think it's over in 1 to 2 days. 2 days, yeah, definitely 2 days, yeah. He's such an obvious liar. Look, again, I know he's got a little bit of investment in hydroxy, and people, Ben Mankiewicz on Old School, another show we do, by the way, tyt.com/join to get all of our shows by becoming a member. It's actually super, it's just like a Starbucks coffee for a whole month of all of our shows. Anyway, Ben on Old School was like, yeah, he has a tiny stake in a company. He's not that rich, so he probably cares a lot about that. So I don't know if that's what's driving him. But the way that he announced he was taking it seems super suspicious. We covered that earlier. This addition to it seems super suspicious. The third thing that seems suspicious is they won't say what amount of the medicine he's taking, how he's taking. They won't give any details on how he's taking it. Fourth thing that's suspicious is the doctor put out a note saying, well, President Trump and I discussed it, and we decided that it would be a fine thing to take. In other words, I didn't tell him to take it, man. I tried to tell him not to take it. But he also, the most important part in that context is he didn't say he is taking it. He said we decided that it would be fine to take it. I'm paraphrasing there, but never actually said that Trump was taking it. So on the other hand, is Trump stupid enough to take something that might give him a heart problem, especially with his age and weight, as Nancy Pelosi pointed out, which is true? Yeah, he's definitely stupid enough to take it, even though all the doctors tell him not to.
I disagree. That's the one point I disagree with. The only time where Trump isn't dumb is when it comes to himself. He's real savvy when it comes to looking out for his own profits, when it comes to, I guess in some cases, not necessarily, but he would not take a risk by taking a drug that studies have proven would damage his heart. He wouldn't. Trump cares about Trump.
So we're going to do a poll here, but I really don't agree. I'll explain why. But first, if you want to vote on this, is he lying or is he telling the truth? tyt.com/polls/hydroxy. Don't worry, we're not going to make you spell out chloroquine. Okay, so tyt.com/polls/hydroxy. Look, Anna, he really genuinely wondered if you should inject yourself with bleach to cure coronavirus. He is that dumb. He believes all conspiracy theories immediately. And so is it possible that he thought taking hydroxy is going to actually keep him safe? Yeah, he genuinely believes that doing exercise is bad for your health because you will deplete the finite amount of energy you have in your life.
Okay, so, you're right. Okay, fine, you're right.
There's so many insane things that he believes. So it's totally possible that he would believe that all the doctors are wrong, but his buddies who called him up late at night pushing hydroxy are the ones that are actually correct. Because hashtag deep science.
Yeah, and I want to go to the last graphic for this story because this guy named Lionel LeBron, he's a QAnon believer. I don't know who he is, don't really care, but I think that this tweet is telling. He says, tell everyone you're taking it, meaning hydroxychloroquine, even if you're not. Say you're taking it via enema. Interesting choice there. A high colonic with a twist of lime. You're bathing in it. Say you're having clothes made with fibers soaked in hydroxychloroquine. Name your dog hydroxychloroquine. Tattoo it on your forehead. Drive these idiots nuts. So essentially what he's saying is lie to own the libs. Look, I want to be very clear about something. I don't care at all if you guys are taking hydroxychloroquine. Like, if you're a moron and you want to take that risk, have at it. If every single member of QAnon, if every single conservative voter decided that they're going to ignore the incessant warnings against taking hydroxychloroquine for coronavirus, then that's their decision. The thing that's frustrating is that this is a drug that's been approved for people who actually need it, for lupus, malaria, for rheumatoid arthritis, and they're unable to get the drugs that they need in order to live their day-to-day lives. That's kind of frustrating. But if you want to kill yourself, I'm not going to stop you, and it certainly isn't going to make me lose sleep at night. And by the way, one final thing. Can we please stop with the nonstop stories regarding Trump not wearing a mask? I don't care. I don't care. There's a big story today that Wolf Blitzer spent a full hour on. Oh, he went to this Ford plant and he refused to wear a mask on camera. I don't care. I don't care. There's other stuff happening in the world. If he doesn't want to wear a mask, how many stories are we going to do on that? 500 of them? He doesn't want to wear a mask. Fine. Don't wear a mask.
Yeah. Well,
I'm so tired of these stupid stories every day. It drives me nuts.
Normally, the reason to wear a mask is not just to protect yourself, but to protect others. Now, the upside with Trump is that he gets tested every day. So we know, at least in the morning, as far as we can tell, he doesn't have it. So he's not going to infect others. If he gets it, look, there's nothing we can do about that. That was his choice not to wear a mask. Anyway, back to Lionel. Lionel used to be a talk show host from the left. He was even on Air America. These are such crazy times where people have lost their minds. That's where Wes Clark Jr. famously once said, as Lionel was turning, Lionel was then trying to be a tough guy in some story. And Wes was on the show and he looked at him and goes, that guy's got soft hands. I don't know what it means, but it's funny. So Lionel's still trying to be a tough guy. It's absurd. On this front, though, Anna, I'm with you. When they don't wear the mask, they do still endanger others. That's why it's important that they wear masks, not just for their own safety, but for other people's safety. When you take hydroxychloroquine, you're only endangering yourself. So, I don't think you should do it, but how many times can I tell you not to do it? You think I'm deep state or deep science or whatever you think, so have at it, Hoss. Do whatever you think is right, as long as it doesn't affect anyone else. I still think it's a bad idea, but if you don't believe me, that's your choice. Hey, it's a free country. I think hashtag deep science is going to get so crazy. I've been saying this forever. They're going to get to a point where they're going to say, oh, yeah, I think the scientists are making up gravity, man. I think we're almost there.
Great. Jump off a building, please. Prove it to all of us. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of we get stuck in these news cycles that only consist of stupid debates, right? And I'm just tired of talking about whether or not Trump should wear a mask. He's not going to, but one thing that I do know is that he wants us to keep talking about it. So Wolf Blitzer, producers for Wolf Blitzer's show, move on. There's other stuff happening in the country. There's other stuff happening in the world. It's the same debate recycled every single week. All right, let's move on.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to do one last thing, Anna, one last thing. I just decided I'm going to start hashtag soft hands about Trump because he's got soft hands too. And if it catches on, it's going to drive him nuts. Because
totally.
You don't even really know what it means. But I guarantee you that he'll be like, no, I don't. I have very tough hands, very rough hands.
I have the roughest hands. They're so rough, they're like sandpaper.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.